So I'm going to show you how to complete the Comparative Pathology Laboratory online RLE. So what we're going to do first is go to the main website page, cpl.ucdavis.edu, and then click on the Submissions tab. Next, we're going to scroll down to the RLE Request for Laboratory Examination hyperlink, and that will bring us to the online RLE. So today for our sample, we're going to submit water. So for our sample type, we're going to scroll down and select water. And for the number of samples, we want to be sure and put the numbers. So let's say we have 2. For the building, we want to be sure and put the building that the samples are coming from. And then for the investigator, we want to put the PI for this submission. And then submitted by will be the person who is submitting them, as well as the submitter email. Next, we're going to go to the clinical health concerns and comments. So for this section, you want to put as much information that would be beneficial to your lab as possible for these results. So I'm going to go ahead and put that we have 2 water samples we are submitting for environmental monitoring. And then I'm going to put what those samples are. As well as the date they were made. Okay, next we are going to look at our options that we have for the tests that we would like run on these samples. So we're going to scroll down to clinical diagnostics, and we are going to go to the microbiology section, and we see water sample. We're going to click that. So next we have the case report. So with this section, you are going to be choosing the contacts that you would like to receive access to these reports once they're finalized. So previously used contacts should appear here if you have previously filled out an online RLE, and you can just highlight that contact and click Add Contacts, and that will show up in this box here. If you have a new contact you'd like to add, you can fill that out here, and it will automatically add in this box, showing that they will receive the report for this submission once it is final. And lastly, we have the billing details. So this is where you will put your Aggie Enterprise billing chart string, and that will be the general ledger or the PPM, depending on the submission. So if you know your chart string, you can go ahead and just paste it here or type it in here. If you do not know your chart string, you can click Look Up Chart String. This will pop up the Finjector window. So from here, you can search for the chart string, teams you have saved, or folders you have saved. You can also click Add New Chart String from scratch. So if we click that, you can see there's the PPM option as well as the general ledger option. So for each segment of the chart string, you're going to fill in the numerical data or alphabetical data. So for this, for example, this is UC Davis campus, we would click that below the drop down that occurs. That way it ensures it is part of the chart string. So right now you can see it says chart string is not yet valid. Once all of the segments are filled in, and if it is valid, this will change to chart string is valid. If it does not change, we recommend typing in again into the different segments just in case something was adjusted incorrectly or typed in incorrectly. And then if it's still not going through, we recommend reaching out to your financial department to verify the chart string information. So what I'm going to do is actually exit out of this because I know my chart string. So I'm going to just paste it here and then click Submit. And as you can see, it says, "Thank you, we have received your submission form." If there was an issue submitting the RLE, a different pop-up would have occurred and it would have told me to edit details to the online RLE. But it looks like we have completed the submission. What you're going to want to do next is go down to the bottom left and print the RLE request form and bring that in along with your submission when you come to the laboratory. You can also reference your RLE submission ID number here as well. Thank you so much.